When you think about opera, you probably imagine incredible music inside of a huge opera house. But what if instead of looking down at performers from a balcony, you were sitting right next to them?
You will have someone sitting 2 feet away from you singing or playing an instrument.
Ready to fall.
You're in the midst of it.
It is called Hopscotch, an opera on wheels. This mobile opera takes you on a ride, literally, through Los Angeles.
They're like, what do you mean like an opera in limos? And you go, well, yeah, the performers come in and they sing with you and then they hop out and you drive someplace else to watch another scene happen.
4 audience members get in a limo with singers and musicians. They go on one of 3 different routes. Scenes take place not on the stage, but in moving cars. I was fortunate enough to go for a ride, and the opera took me on the most incredible musical tour of Los Angeles I could ever have dreamed of.
You're still seeing a performance, but you're so close to it, there's a different feel.
At this stop, we see the stars of the opera, Lucha and Jameson. In typical LA fashion, they meet at the scene of a car accident. The limo ride takes you on this couple's romantic journey, a story based on the Greek myth of Orpheus. If you're lucky enough to have a ticket, you see every scene completely out of order, and no 2 cars go on the same journey. Sound confusing? Well, it's supposed to be. The opera's creators hope that the non-linear narrative keeps the audience guessing.
I think a big part of opera specifically is reaching out of the concert hall and involving people in something that they can talk about.
And once we're talking about it, we might be able to see Hopscotch as a metaphor for our real lives. A journey from point A to B that leaves us hopping between moments while we try and make sense of the crazy world around us. This theme is defined by Lucha when she sings, "1,000 streets." 1,000 streets lead into one great path, and no gate blocks your way.
Opera in LA on the streets, like it's pretty cool.
This is where audience members start their ride, but they don't know their destination. They hop off at the $1 Million Theater. Next, they stop in the Bradbury Building downtown. 24 chapters later, they end up here at the Hub.
People could come for free to this central location where you could watch live streamed all of the scenes that were happening simultaneously.
In a city without a true center, the Hub represents the centerpiece of Hopscotch. It's where audience and cast members come together for the grand finale. It's the only place where you can see all of the scenes in chronological order. And while the limo tour is going to cost you $125 a ticket, hanging out in the Hub is completely free.
You also get that sense of community, not just with the performers, but with the other audience members.
Hopscotch composer Veronica Krausis says projects like Hopscotch will create an audience for classical music in the future.
People have been saying, oh, classical music is dead and no one goes to see opera. And I think including other types of art forms with art and video and visuals and this participatory type of thing that makes it more appealing to a wider audience. Again, it's that intimacy.
Whether you're paying big bucks for a ticket or strolling through the Hub for free,
everybody listens to some kind of music. So there's something about it that is universal around all humanity. You don't need to have money to engage with important art that's happening in your city.
Art that takes you for a ride. And since you're constantly moving, Hopscotch might challenge you to define how you handle life's turns in a city that never stands still. A message to remember the next time you're hopping around LA on your own. Reporting for ATVN, I'm Madison Mills.